What's up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. We're out here back at the shop, B&K Performance. Actually, I hadn't left. Last video y'all saw is where I done the front struts. I'm still out here today, but this is video number 2. Found a set of W's, a 28x10.5 W Mickey Thompson. That's what we're going to try to get on the car. I don't know if it's going to work well or not. We'll see, but we're going to try to get on there, ain't we, Brantley? Yeah, we're going to try. So it is about 1 inch wider. I'm going to show you what the difference is. And for sure, I mean, like I said earlier in another video, if the rules allow a W and you show up on a non-W, you're a fool. And so I've been being a fool, so I'm trying not to be a fool anymore. Don't forget, we still got that Hans device giveaway happening. Go buy a t-shirt, get entered to win the Hans device. All right, guys, comment, like, and subscribe. Let's see this. Okay, this is the W's. I bought these used. I got these off of the car Chris Kroom drives. And you see, this is almost a big tire. Now, they had them on stretched out on like a 12 or a 14-inch wide wheel. Now, I've only got a 10-inch wheel, and you can see there's not much room. Now, this car does separate back here in the back a little bit, so it does not squat. So I've got my spacers, so I may have to space it out, and we might have to take a big hammer on the inner fender well in here. So we're going to look at that real fast, and then we're going to do a comparison, and I'm going to get these mounted up real fast, and we're going to see if we can make them fit. Let's look. Okay, so let's see what type of clearance we have. Ooh, there's not much clearance. It's mostly sidewall though. I think with the spacer, we might be okay. It's really hard. But there is some room. There's about a 1/4 inch. So I've got a 1/4 inch spacer. So I'm gonna put that 1/4 inch spacer on it. That's gonna move it out just a little bit, which I mean, that thing is, I think it might be okay, guys. If not, we can cut that spring perch. The spring perch right there where the light is on may need to get smashed in a little bit more, but this is actually ride height. So let's change it and see what we got. Okay, guys, so you can see this thing is clearance like crazy in there. The spacer's already on it. So we're gonna try to stick on this one over here. I mean, it looks like we're gonna have plenty of clearance. I mean, I did beat it a little bit more with a big hammer, so I don't know if it's gonna need any more or not. All right, guys, well, that is significantly wider. Now, they're both on a 10-inch rim. It is a solid 3/4 inch wider, I think, when I actually measured it. I think according to the math, it's like 10.2 and 11, so it's 0.8. But that's a big difference. This is huge. So hopefully we're fixing to try to test fit it on the car now, make sure it fits. Height looks to be, the same, of course, as 28 inches. And you can see this one, the sidewall it looks like they're about the same section width because the rim is the same, but it looks like it doesn't come in as much. It's just got more rubber. So we'll see how it works out. I'm excited. So that's a W over here on this side, 28x10.5 W. Mickey Thompson, this is a 28x10.5 stiff non-W. So let's see how it works. All right, well, here you go. They're on. We got the spacers on them. And there again, it's hard to see. But there is plenty of room there. We had to use a big hammer. A great big hammer, and it hurt. But we got plenty of room for the 28W. I should have put these 28Ws on there early this year when I first switched over. It is so much wider than the other. This is the hammer that we had to use to get clearance. 8 pound. Ryan, while I was swinging that hammer, I got no volunteers. Not a single volunteer.
Nope, I've swung that hammer. I don't know unless I have to.
That hammer was very hard to swing. But so we got W's on this bad boy. So we are we're ready for this weekend. So hopefully everything goes good. Weather turns out fine. So hopefully it will be good. So the Mickey Thompson W to the regular stiff is a pretty big difference. This thing has got some meat on it now. And you know, this rear end is factory width. The wheels are 6-inch back spacing with a 1/4 inch or 3/16 spacer. And so the wheels stick out quite a bit, but I mean, they're flush with my fender now, which I have rolled this out, obviously, and modified that heavily. Now this thing is gonna, it's not, if this car squatted, it wouldn't work because this would hit this, but it doesn't squat. It separates mostly, and it doesn't do a lot of separating. So this side over here does the same thing. So luckily, it looks like the rear end is actually maybe tucked in a little bit more on this side than the other side. It's kind of hard to tell. It's about the same. No, I think it's the same. When you look, that's a molding down here because I've butchered that up out there, so I've rolled that one out further over here. But this is a 29.5 W. This is something that Brian had laying around, 14-inch wheel. I should have taken a picture of it beside mine. This thing is a monster. I mean, it is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, that is, in my opinion, a 29.5 W is a small big tire. You know, I don't agree that that's a small tire. A small tire is 28 and below, and I would prefer even a non-W. But I mean, I get the W. It's got a little bit more width on it, but it is that right there is just a big tire. That is a super big tire. All right, guys. Well, we're ready to go. So we got our W under there. So you can fit a W without mini tubbing, but you got to do a lot of work. I don't know if a lot of people are willing to do this to their fenders. The inside of the fenders, you know, a lot of people will beat to death. But the outside stuff, I don't know if I could talk a lot of people into doing that flare like I've got there. But they will fit without a mini tub. 28, 10.5 W's, no wheel tubs. All right, guys, y'all comment, like, and subscribe. We'll see y'all soon. Later.